here live for Alliance Pro. I'm Jesse Von Ruden, joined on commentary here by Nick Ragnar. And tonight, Nick, we got ourselves 7 action-packed matches where we kick things off with a singles competition as the dad bod god Nathan Sensation will be going one-on-one with the Wanderer.
Oh, what a big night here, Jesse. We were at the first show just a few months ago here in Eau Claire, and I mean, the place was packed then. The place is packed now. People want to see some action in the ring, and we've got that here kicking off with 2 guys we know pretty well.
This is definitely true. We saw Nathan Sensation and the Wanderer at the first Alliance Pro show. These 2 guys are no strangers to one another, and it's going to be an interesting contest to kick things off here at Alliance Pro.
Now here comes the Wanderer down to the ring.
Opponents from the wasteland, weighing in at 270 pounds, the Wanderer.
250 plus fans in attendance here tonight at 29 Pines. And boy, this sure seems like the place to be in Eau Claire every time that we've come here, every time Alliance Pro has come here.
Well, the 29 Pines, right? The 29
Pines, yeah,
Pines,
29 Pines.
I will say this much.
I drove today, that's why you don't know the...
This is definitely true, you know, but when you look at the restaurant up here, they have a great lunch buffet, including a burger buffet. Did you know about this?
I didn't know about that, okay.
Yeah, it's Monday. You can get all-you-can-eat burgers for $15.
You know what else they have?
What's that?
They have a all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet that goes until 1 p.m.
Oh, my goodness.
With the breakfast buffet, you can also get a salad. So if you've ever dreamed about having an omelet and a ranch salad together, you can do that here at 29 Pines.
Oh, that's kind of what we're looking at here as the Dad Bod God taking on the Wanderer. It's an
odd combination.
It's an odd
a
combination, but
yeah.
both of these guys, seasoned pros in professional wrestling. They were known all over the state of Wisconsin. The Wanderer has been making a name for himself, doing exactly what his moniker says, wandering all over the world. And there is the bell, our referee TJB here. The Dad Bod God, he's a cult hero up here in the Eau Claire area.
Yeah.
Definitely known for using his belly button as one of his main offensive weapons. The question is, will the Wanderer fall to the shenanigans here tonight?
And the Wanderer definitely no stranger to the shenanigans of a Nathan Sensation, and already showcasing that dad bod godness that is Nathan Sensation. Getting winded. I mean, Jesse, I'm a dad now. I get winded walking up the stairs, right?
I mean, I get winded doing anything with my kids as well.
So I'm saying, you know, it's not necessarily a surprise that maybe a Nathan Sensation's cardio is not what it wants to be. For fans watching at home that, or maybe this is their first exposure to Nathan Sensation, I mean, we've known this guy our entire wrestling careers, Jesse.
Yeah,
this dude used to just be absolutely shredded, embraced the dad bodness, I think it was what you can call it, and has definitely had this kind of almost reinvigorated his career probably the past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you ever have like that moment in high school where you won a football game and you hold on to that accolade?
I never won a football game.
Oh, you know,
I can't
neither
relate
did
to
I. There's only a few things I did in high school that were worth remembering, but here Nathan Sensation really living off his past accolades, but getting pushed back into the corner here by the Wanderer. And the Wanderer, mysterious and deadly, a physical opponent, and look at Nathan Sensation now trying to puff up here. Ooh, and the Wanderer is standing over him. Yeah, I think Sensation's going to change his mind here. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Yep.
And the Wanderer just sent him across the ring again, that time by his head. Ooh, watch out. Sensation ducking that wild right there from the Wanderer and trying to get some offense in here. Off the turnbuckle. Oh! Caught him with the elbow.
Check it out. Showcasing the stamina is Nathan Sensation now. And, you know, this guy can go. He's, as we mentioned, he's a storied profession here in the art that is professional wrestling. And, I mean, when we talk about kind of strategies and ways guys work in rings, I mean, Nathan Sensation's always been the type of guy that's can really mold his craft to whoever it is he's facing in that ring.
Well, Wanderer a little wobbly here. Ooh, missing those rights and the lefts. You know, you see the Wanderer in the ring, he almost kind of comes off like a a slasher villain, you know? You're
Yeah.
watching those horror movies, just keeps on coming after you. Anything you do to him doesn't register at all. But these lefts now across the eardrum of the Wanderer will definitely register here. It's Sensation. Oh, man, he might have broke his hand on the skull there of the Wanderer. Oh! The Wanderer absolutely feeling nothing here in the opening goings of this contest. And Sensation might be at his wit's end.
The Wanderer now just has that, you know, we've seen this from time to time from the Wanderer where he kind of gets in this daze, this haze where nothing seems to affect him. And here you go, that hard noggin of the Wanderer feeling no effects on the offense of Nathan Sensation.
Yeah, you got to change your game plan here if you're a Sensation as the Wanderer is spinning around. And even from the back of the room, we can see the intensity in his eyes. Wait. Oh, he's got him,
boy.
He's got him trapped in the belly button here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the Wanderer is actually feeling pain. Oh, the Wanderer, though, trying to break free here, going right after the throat of Nathan Sensation. Oh, man, he got to really force himself out of that belly button.
I mean, when you become a dad, you know, hygiene, cleaning out the belly button isn't something that you necessarily are looking to do.
Oh, he just kicked him low there. And that's going to change the complexion of this matchup in a hurry as the Wanderer finds himself on the offense here.
The Wanderer, his name kind of speaks for itself, has made the travels across the country collecting license plates. Badges is what you see on the back of his vest there. The different states the Wanderer has, I guess, created havoc in.
Now torquing on the neck here of Nathan Sensation. As you alluded to, the Wanderer is such a mysterious figure. He took off his mask and he's got another mask.
He's got another mask. He's double masked up. Wanderer always had kind of more of a brawling offense, really any way that he can dismantle his opponent. And kind of that unique style, that unique look. What you see is what you kind of get with a guy like the Wanderer. Packs a real hard, tough punch. I've been on the receiving end of those fists.
Boy, you got
in the
yourself
past.
like a walking, talking nightmare here with the Wanderer. Absolutely just wrecking the Saturday evening plans of Nathan Sensation here in this corner. And just slowly dissecting him. And TJB in good positioning here. So Wanderer just ripping at the face and the skull here. Pulling back on the chin, and Sensation's trying to get back up to a vertical base to alleviate the pressure as the fans here in Eau Claire are trying to get behind him.
Oh, wow, what a big shoulder tackle
Yeah,
there.
talk about running into a brick wall there. Nathan Sensation just knocked on his keister. And the Wanderer perhaps looking to make short work here of Nathan Sensation, calling for the choke slam.
Wanderers put a number of guys away with that maneuver across the country. Will Nathan Sensation be the next? It doesn't appear so.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get choke slammed if you're holding on to the ropes here, but Sensation, though, trying to break free, and he does. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Got the boot up that time.
That'll dislocate his shoulder real quick.
Yeah, you can see that boot actually had some effect there on the Wanderer. He's kind of losing a little bit of zip on those punches, but he goes right back to the throat here.
Oh!
Headbutt. What a nasty headbutt that was.
The Wanderer's mask bouncing off the cranium of Nathan Sensation. And look at that!
Tornado DDT out of the corner. An absolute equalizer here from the Dad Bod God. Spiking the skull of the Wanderer right in the middle of the ring. TJB up to 4 here as the complexion of this matchup has changed drastically. Oh, but the Wanderer sits up. The stuff of nightmares of Michael Myers, Jason Freak. Crawling towards Nathan Sensation, who Sensation's having a hard time even getting up.
O'Reilly's Wanderer AC Riley grabbing that alcoholic beverage. We know that that's the
It's a spinach there for the dad bod god.
For the dad bod god. The spinach to Popeye is what beer is to Nathan Sensation and the Wanderer. The Wanderer is kind of baiting him here.
Is it smart to be drinking on the job? Whoa! And the audio pop of the suds brings back to life one Nathan Sensation here.
Yeah, that high life bringing Nathan Sensation back to life as he crawls, inching his way to that beer.
Oh. Caught him with the enziguri there. As Sensation now crawling towards TJB and the high life. There you go. I know my dad always did that too before he started doing chores.
Oh yeah. That'll wake you up on a Saturday morning before you got to clean the gutters.
Oh, series of lefts here from the dad bod god. Looking for the Irish whip. Ooh,
oh, wow.
Got the elbow right in the throat that time. The Wanderer is staggering.
Oh!
A jumping lariat there from Nathan Sensation. Oh! Caught a little bit of that drop kick, not all of it. That'll happen after a couple beers. Oh, there's a big clothesline.
Returns the favor.
Yeah, that's called hitting a wall right there. And another one from the Wanderer. It doesn't seem like whatever momentum Nathan Sensation gets here tonight, the Wanderer's just got the answer to every question.
Oh, look at that. Sidewalk slam there. And as you kind of mentioned, it's almost like the life of a dad. You wake up early in the morning, you do some house chores as this might be over, and you put on an afternoon movie, and all of a sudden you're falling asleep in the recliner. Momentum completely stopped on any Saturday for any type of dad. Tonight, it's Nathan Sensation.
Yeah, the Wanderer's got to wonder to himself whether or not he would have picked up the victory off of that hellacious sidewalk slam. It took a couple seconds to try to just kind of gloat, and now looking for the choke slam. The throat caught there in the grasp of the Wanderer. Ooh, Sensation counters. Oh, it's back in the belly button.
Oh, here it is. Can he hit it this time?
Oh, that belly now is powered by the suds. It's going to make this almost unbearable. Oh, he shoots him over. What strength there in the abdominal region of the dad bod god.
And he might be looking for that. We've seen this before. Super kick!
Oh, caught him right in the chin, right on the button, and nothing registered.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, sometimes second time's the charm. Watch out, you're perhaps looking for that 360 splash.
Go Cal! That's it!
But Nathan Sensation weathered the storm of the Wanderer, and you gotta look at the Wanderer, man. What can you do against a competitor like that where pain does not register? You just gotta keep on fighting. You gotta keep on crawling and scratching. It's kind of like fixing that car that's just being stubborn, right? You gotta keep on hitting it with the hammer. That's exactly what Nathan Sensation did, picking up the 1-2-3 here tonight.
Nathan Sensation did his best duties as a dad. He kept falling off that horse, but he kept getting back on. He took a nap in the middle of the day, but he figured it out and got the W here tonight in Alliance Pro Wrestling. What a start to a second event here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Hey, we're talking about opposites attracting here tonight. We, of course, coming up next, we got Koda Jacobs taking on Hartenbowers. We got a politician taking on a Beer Street Brawler.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting contest. I'm sure there's a lot of times where people sitting at home see politicians on television or see them at rallies and go, I wouldn't mind punching that dude in the face. Hartenbauer is that type of guy, and we're going to see that coming up next.
And the campaign continues for Koda Jacobs, making his way back out here to Eau Claire County. Last time he was out here, went one-on-one with Skits. It was a hellacious barn burner, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, Koda Jacobs. I mean, what else can you say about Koda Jacobs? Wrestling today for a better tomorrow. We had a chance to catch up with him backstage, and
St. Paul, Minnesota. Weighing in 215 pounds, he is the face of greatness, Koda Jacobs.
the face of greatness. We had a chance to catch up with Mr. Jacobs behind the curtain, and well, he kind of talked a little bit about his new campaign, Wrestle Today, Better Tomorrow, and kind of some of the things that he's been up to. And we talk about this all the time. I mean, Koda Jacobs is really, I mean, he believes in his campaign. You talk about a politician that believes in the things they say. He is that type of politician. He is not speaking BS. He's speaking what he truly believes in. And we'll hear some of those
I
words
still
here in
don't know
just a
how
sec.
headlocks are actually going to fix world hunger, though.
Well, maybe he'll about to tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Koda Jacobs. The innovator, the crusader, the pioneer, and the visionary behind the most monumental movement in professional wrestling today, the campaign for a brighter future in wrestling. And now its next great platform initiative, Wrestling Today for a Better Tomorrow. And excuse me, I am the one speaking right now. Therefore, excuse me. This is the part where your mouth should be shut and your ears should be open. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've been together many times through the years. And after all these years, I continue to hope and wish that I could bring you all aboard this great campaign movement. I know deep down you desire to support Koda Jacobs. I also realize tonight you may potentially gravitate to my opponent, Mike Hartenbower. You may see Mr. Hartenbower looks and reflects your values. The way he looks like an unkempt, disheveled lumberjack. Very relatable to many of you in this room here tonight.
Man, he's really just like slinging in the mud here.
Mike Hartenbower does not represent.
Well, it looks like Hartenbauer is stepping up to the debate here, and he's going to debate with both his right and his left fists here
You know,
tonight.
that actually, I feel like the reaction and how that whole thing just went is pretty typical of how like any type of political event goes for the most part, right? There's a lot of cheering. Sometimes there's some booing.
There's a lot of
disagreements.
grandstanding, you know, a lot of
Grandstanding, yeah,
promises that, you know, you kind of hope that your candidate can actually keep. But, you know, with the primary season coming up here in the state of Wisconsin, go out and vote. Make sure your vote counts. Make sure you're registered.
I'll be honest. I'm a Koda Jacobs supporter. I kind of dig what he's putting out. You know, like I'm willing to take on some of those biscuits he's putting on the table. You know what I mean? No, you're not you. You don't like talk politics. That's not your jam.
Well, Hartenbauer, a hard-hitting individual coming out of LaSalle, Illinois. An absolute ass kicker. We've seen him a few times down in River City Championship Wrestling. Really makes his name over in AAW and Dreamwave as well. This is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least, as we're going to have boardroom politics taking on barroom tactics.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of times when we talk about politicians, we like to look at their resumes, right? Like see where they came from, their backgrounds, their accolades, kind of their credentials, what makes them so great.
Unless you're
Hartenbauer,
George Santos and just make him up.
well, they shooting from the hip on the broadcast. I like it. I like it, partner. Hartenbauer, 11 years in. You mentioned Dreamwave. That's where Hartenbauer had trained and has a few different accolades, one being the longest reigning Zawa champion in the history of that promotion. Also longest reigning tag team champion in Dreamwave history. So this guy has held some titles. He's made some made a name for himself really across the Midwest over the past 11 years. And every time you see him, I mean, he looks like a guy that can throw around some sacks of potatoes, if you know what I mean. This dude's got some strength, man. Like, he's a strong dude, and we'll probably see some of that here tonight against Koda Jacobs.
Well, we got a familiar face here as our referee. It's Derek Cobain. It's good to see Derek up here. And of course, you know, to be a longest reigning champion in any company, it's a heck of an accolade,
right?
Because what you have to do is defend that title night in, night out.
Yeah.
Having longevity in this business is something that a lot of competitors don't really have.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's an impressive feat for HARTENBOWER for sure, and now trying to make a name for himself here in this kind of newly coveted promotion in Alliance Pro. Koda Jacobs, I mean, wow. Talk about us seeing this guy grow before our eyes, kind of becoming what he is today. Say what you want about his politics, say what you want about his demeanor, but I mean, really, just the amount of, I guess, just confidence he's really built over the past few years.
Well, that confidence is being tested here as HARTENBOWER overpowering Jacobs and going right after that right hand here. You know, Koda Jacobs is one of those guys, so, you know, like, especially in 2020, you know, of course, the pandemic really kind of shut everything down. But there was a few guys trying to barnstorm and trying to make things actually work. And one of those guys was Koda Jacobs. And we really seen his career skyrocket. That was not really too smart there, you know, chopping with the hand that might be totally compromised.
I mean, sometimes it's based on instinct, man. You're backed into a corner. You got nothing else to do.
HARTENBOWER just overpowering Koda Jacobs here.
Might be seeing a lot of that here tonight. HARTENBOWER again looking like the guy that just got off his 8 to 5 shift and was like, you know what, I'm kind of sick of this dude's policies. I wouldn't mind slapping him around a little bit. That's kind of what you're seeing right now in the middle of that ring.
Ooh, bringing the knee into the midsection here. And another chop, my goodness. A thunderous chop here.
You know, HARTENBOWER, you kind of look at him. You know, in my time doing this, Jesse, over a decade, I wouldn't be afraid to say that HARTENBOWER is probably one of the strongest dudes I've ever seen in the ring, pound for pound. I mean, he has this immense amount of strength that I'm sure we're seeing it right now with some of those hard chops to the chest.
Oh, just absolutely lighting up the chest here of Koda Jacobs, and Derek Cobain had to interject himself, and that led to Koda Jacobs going to the eyes.
Yeah, I know, you almost threw up just now, huh?
I did almost throw up. Koda Jacobs went to probably one of the prime weaknesses of HARTENBOWER, right to the eyes, and HARTENBOWER now with the counter on the Irish whip, and he got that big chop.
HARTENBOWER, know him as the king of spears. You got to watch out for that running head start anytime you see him bouncing off the ropes, jumping from the turnbuckle. It's always at risk.
Now you might be setting up for the spear right here. HARTENBOWER looking to make short work here of Koda Jacobs, making sure Jacobs doesn't even get out of the primary, really. Ooh, and Jacobs going underneath the ropes here. And that's perfectly legal. You can get outside that ring. You can actually exercise that 10 count as much as you want.
Jacobs, definitely, we've seen the kind of the wits that Jacobs possesses. It's kind of one of the reasons why he's been so successful early on in his career. You know, RCCW heavyweight champion, bends the rules, and really takes advantage of the rules that are offered to him.
I mean, he's really known for that filibuster.
Yep,
you know?
Filibuster, yep.
So watch out, though. Right behind him, though, is HARTENBOWER, who's really known for those chops. Oh, and again. Koda Jacobs just absolutely getting dragged through the mud here. It's HARTENBOWER looking to make short work of Jacobs. Ooh, and another chop.
Oh, boy.
And this is the first time seeing HARTENBOWER up here in Eau Claire and already becoming a fan favorite with his the way he handles politicians.
Yeah, that'll get anybody over these days.
I don't know. Do you get a lot of text messages for political
All the time.
campaigns? Yeah.
I got a few from Koda Jacobs, actually.
Really? You're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
on his texting list?
No, I'm actually not.
Oh, wow. Hartenbauer, though. Oh, man, it looks like he's going to power slam Koda Jacobs here. Jacobs really fighting for his life. And
Oh! And that's going to even the odds now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Anytime you take a steel ring post in between the eyes, that will ruin your Saturday in a hurry. Koda Jacobs sliding off the back of Hartenbauer. And now looking to take advantage here. Derek Cobain really lenient with his 10 count here, and that might have cost Hartenbauer the match. You know, this might have been a different referee. Both of these guys would have been counted out by now.
Koda Jacobs ripping up a fan sign. Had Koda's name on it, crossed
Well,
out.
you know, it's always kind of weird, you know, when you can actually censor the fans like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of, you almost think that it's violating a First Amendment right?
It really is.
Well, Koda Jacobs doesn't believe in the First Amendment. It's actually one of the reasons why it's kind of an interesting supporting him as a candidate. It's kind of
So
one of the ones that's vocally against that. It's kind of it's
which is
interesting.
weird because it's the First Amendment.
Yeah,
You know?
he's against the very
Oh!
first. Yeah,
What an elbow there from Koda Jacobs. Right on the chin of Hartenbauer. Hartenbauer kicking out at 2. He's lucky to kick out at 2 there.
yeah. Jacobs showing his power there. I mean, this dude. When he's not in the campaign trail and he's not in the middle of a squared circle, it's like he's probably in a gym somewhere. I mean, Koda Jacobs puts in the work.
But he's always campaigning for heavier bench rep,
He
you
is.
know? Ooh. Another hellacious Irish whip there. And Jacobs just actually soaking in the boos here of the 250 plus in attendance. Hartenbauer's in trouble here. And another Irish whip. Man, did you see that time Hartenbauer's legs got tangled up in the ropes?
Oh, yeah.
His whole body just kind of went spaghetti-like.
Yeah. Jacobs with the power there, and Hartenbauer. I've seen Hartenbauer in person a few times. This is definitely one of the first times I've ever seen him manhandled like this. It kind of goes back to that headbutt in the ring post here. Jacobs having that opening and not relinquishing it. We've talked about this a number of times, the opportunist that is a Koda Jacobs. From time to time again, he looks for that little bit of opening, and then he, like a snake, just bites you and stays on top.
Oh, no. Giving a little receipt there from the chops earlier from Hartenbauer. And Koda Jacobs is just absolutely reveling in
Oh,
this
yeah.
right
I mean,
now.
that's just his personality. When you're against a guy like a Hartenbauer, I don't know if, getting on his bad side is something I do. I try to get out of this match as soon as possible.
Well, Hartenbauer got out of the way that time.
Oh, boy.
Man, he's got a lot of explosion in those legs.
I mean, just the intensity, Jesse.
Yeah, Hartenbauer done playing games here. Off the ropes. Went for the clothesline. Ooh, blocks the wild lariat.
Oh, there's that slump buster.
Yeah, modified gut buster he likes to use. And that's usually the precursor for that spear. Straps are down. Koda Jacobs in trouble. Ooh, Jacobs sidesteps the spear that time. The shoulder colliding with the turnbuckle. Watch out. Into the steel ring post again goes Hartenbauer.
Yeah, those posts basically becoming a crutch here for Koda Jacobs, and rightfully so. It's allowed him to buy opportunity after opportunity, and here goes Derek Cobain. Hartenbauer still on the floor on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, if Hartenbauer can't answer the 10 count here and get back in the ring, it's going to be a victory here for Koda Jacobs. Hartenbauer is starting to
Nine
struggle
now.
to get back up to his feet here. Oh, he's back in the ring.
Wow.
He barely beat the
Barely
count.
got in.
And he's just met right away with the stomps and the boots there of Koda Jacobs. And Koda Jacobs now just like a piranha on top of him. Yeah, bouncing the skull of Hartenbauer off the mat here. Going for the cover. And you can kind of see the frustration there in the eyes of Koda Jacobs just for a second before he straightens out that tie. What is it going to take to put away Hartenbauer here tonight?
I think a lot of, whenever you're game planning for a guy like Hartenbauer, I'm not sure that you typically know. There's been a couple of times here where Hartenbauer has almost been his worst enemy with those ring posts.
Jacobs now, shoots him off the ropes. Hartenbauer caught him with the boot. Watch out. Oh,
wow.
There's a modified backbreaker there from Koda Jacobs. Oh, he's trying to muscle him over. Caught him with the suplex. What strength there from Koda Jacobs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. A lot of power on that kick out there from Hartenbauer. And this match continues here at Alliance Pro. A hellacious encounter between Koda Jacobs and Hartenbauer. Have you ever been up all night during election night waiting for the polls to come in?
Yes.
We are at that point right here. Who is going to win this matchup? As we are approaching the 11th hour of this match.
You're kind of watching the votes come in. It's like, oh, at one point this guy's leading. At one point this guy's leading. Trying to see where those final votes tally, and Koda Jacobs maybe found a few votes from underneath the table, if you know what I mean, in the form of that sign.
Yeah, Derek Cobain's been very lenient with the rules, but I don't think he's going to allow this one bit. Whoa! Hartenbauer ducked it.
Oh, the spear! That's got to be it. 2.
And it is.
The winner of this matchup,
Hartenbauer picking up the victory over Koda Jacobs there, using that spear as Jacobs was looking to cave in the skull with that sign. And Hartenbauer weathers the storm here, picks up a big victory in Alliance Pro.
Eau Claire hasn't been too kind to Koda Jacobs. I'd have to say this is probably not his county.
No, probably not.
Hartenbauer getting the W here tonight, a big W, his debut here in Alliance Pro Wrestling. I'm sure we'll be seeing quite a bit more of Hartenbauer here at the next few shows.
Well, coming up next, though, we're going to have a triple threat match with 3 debuts as Jaxon Keene will be going toe-to-toe with Ugly and ZK47.
Yeah, 3 different guys that are actually out of Impact Pro, know each other well, but also I don't think they like each other. So we're going to have to see how
sometimes that happens. You might know someone for a very long time. You don't like them.
You don't like them.
Yeah.
So should be an interesting contest. Again, fresh faces and fresh places. That's what Alliance Pro is all about, and we're going to see that coming up next.
Introducing first, from Des Moines, Iowa, weighing in at 165 pounds, the Lone Diamond, Jaxon Keene.
Jaxon Keene coming out of Des Moines, Iowa, and I've been to Des Moines, and Jaxon Keene personifies that town to a T. A dirty scumbag if I've ever seen one in my life.
Yeah, Jaxon Keene been in the biz now for about 3 years, trained back in Impact Pro. But don't let his sleaziness fool you. This guy, pretty highly touted. Talked to him backstage. Actually had the chance to share a ring with Too Cold Scorpio at the Hall of Fame event that takes place in Waterloo, Iowa. So we know Jaxon definitely is building a resume for himself, also fresh off his first kickboxing sanctioned match in which he won. So, this guy, he's kind of a sleazy. I can smell him from here. It doesn't smell too good. But, man, he can throw some kicks and throw some punches with the best of those guys.
An all-around fighter, Jaxon Keene, and he's going to have to be an all-around fighter to take on this guy called Ugly, and he's coming out with an ugly stick.
Hailing from 3 blocks east of parts unknown, weighing in at 201 pounds, Ugly.
So, Nick, I got to ask you, both you and me are really big into geography. How far is actually 3 blocks away from Parts Unknown?
Oh, you've never been before?
Oh, no, I've never really been.
They have the cutest little coffee shop.
Oh.
It's a really nice little spot. You know, you kind of go there. They have that drip thing where like it pours through the filter and then it like almost.
Okay.
It's a really nice spot. But that's probably one of the better things. You know, there's like some other stuff. There's a lot of homeless cats there as well, which makes it a little bit challenging to go.
That's
to.
really kind of sad.
Yeah, it's actually really unfortunate, but it's a great spot. They've got some Airbnbs up there now. You just got to Google it. It's a good place to be. But Ugly kind of. Well, Ugly, you know,
he really kind of personifies his name.
I wasn't gonna say it.
No,
you can be
I'm
that guy.
I'm not a handsome man at all.
I mean,
but like,
yeah, I mean,
you know, Ugly is what Ugly does, man.
Ugly, you know, been around for some time now. Again, knows both of these competitors.
Arizona, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is the one-man army, JK 47.
ZK47, been around for a couple years now, also out of Impact Pro. And really, you know, this guy, I mean, has the athletic profile, right? We talked to him a little bit, has experience, amateur wrestling, football. You can kind of tell just from his physique. I mean, he kind of brings it. He's got that kind of like killer mentality, right?
Well, when you're a one-man army, you have to have that killer mentality. You are your only backup. And he's going to have to be that way in this triple threat match. Rules are very simple. First pinfall, first submission makes you a winner. There's the bell. TJB, our referee for this one. And how fitting is it? We got 3 competitors here from Impact Pro trying to make an impact here in Alliance Pro.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably, if you're a guy in the ring, there are some positives, right? Because you're up against guys you probably know pretty well. The negative is you're up against guys you know pretty well. They know you as well, right? So, I mean, we'll see how they fare tonight. Triple threat matches are always kind of awkward for some of the guys in the ring because you always have to have eyes behind your back, right?
Well, Jaxon Keen's going to have eyes in front and back here as he's getting rocked by Ugly and ZK47.
Oh, my gosh.
Double suplex there.
They almost threw Jaxon out of his boots, dude. Did you see the amount of just velocity on that backspin?
There was a lot of zip on those suplexes.
See ya.
And there goes Jaxon Keen.
Thanks for
it's
coming.
Interesting. Jaxon Keen and ZK47 trained at the same time. They're very familiar with one another. Got a guy in Ugly who's been around the block quite a bit, a 15-year pro. He has seen it all, except the dentist, you know, except to.
Come on, man. Really?
No, seriously, man. Did you catch his smile?
What are you? Come on now. You can't say that.
Listen, he makes a jack-o'-lantern look like a
You
model.
No, when I'm saying you can't say that, it means to stop talking about it. But you just keep going. You got to pick up on those cues a little bit here. We're on a broadcast.
ZK47 breaking free from that Bo Nelson here.
Perfect opportunity when you look at these guys here, right? You look at ZK47 and you look at Ugly. Ugly, a 3-time heavyweight champion. You know, kind of, again, taking the young gun under his wing here a little bit and kind of showing him the business, right? I might be 15 years in, but I'm not dead yet is kind of the mentality you have when you talk to Ugly backstage.
Or to survive in the world of professional wrestling for 15-plus years. You got to
right?
be a tough dude. And ZK47 now with the head scissors here. It's both interesting. Both of these guys use a move coming out of the Bo Nelson. Ugly using the skull-crushing finale. Ooh! Going for that side headlock here.
Yeah, it's something to look out for ZK47. He kind of has calls it the last blood. It's sort of a full Nelson slam. So again, you might see both guys kind of going for those maneuvers throughout the match. And here's some of that athleticism.
Whoa! Wow! What a missile drop kick there for
the
one-man army. And here comes Jaxon King breaking up the pinfall. And remember, you got to have the eyes in the back of your head. Oh, you got eyes in the front of your face getting raked there by Jaxon King. What a sleazeball.
Yeah, sometimes we see this strategy, right? Like throwing a guy out and
what
trying
a drop kick there from Jaxon King.
Trying to just turn those triple threat matches into singles matches. But again, you're kind of wrestling on borrowed time here. And you can only imagine, Jaxon probably on the outside of the ring, watches that dropkick, and he's like, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to do better than that, right? That's the kind of guy he is, like these Des Moinians that we talked about, right? That's kind of it's kind of like this gross, like, ugh. It's kind of slimy, snaky.
Well, I mean, like, you know, Des Moines is known for 3X wrestling, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were down there.
We were
yeah,
there.
We were
You know what venue they wrestle at? The Come and Go Arena.
The Come and Go Arena.
Kind of
that's kind of tells you what you need to
place.
It tells you what you need to know.
Jaxon King now. Oh, big
my
elbow
gosh!
in the corner
Wow.
there. And you got to watch out too. Jaxon King with that kickboxing background likes to throw a black mass kick as his finisher. He calls it the lights out.
Yep. And again, something that when you take a guy on like Jaxon King, you just gotta be weary of that because he can literally hit that at any moment during the matchup, and it will literally.
Oh, what a clothesline
check
there.
that out. Yep, that little headlock lariat
coming out of the corner, and yeah, there's just a lot of intensity here from Jaxon King. Trying to slow things down here with the headlock.
Yep.
ZK47 having a tough time here against Jaxon King, and you can definitely tell the animosity between these two brewing even from the days of training together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's always that built-in competitiveness, right? When you're coming up with the guy, you always want to be the best of your class. You see each other succeed. There's always some of that internal struggle.
Oh,
wow.
That jumping ensiguri
wow.
there. Jaxon King's got a lot of hops, but Ugly jumping all over the back of King here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like kick to the midsection.
Oh, nice snap suplex there. A lot of quickness here from Ugly. Oh, dropping the elbow. And again. And again.
Oh, check that out. A little bit of a splash there, and only two. Ugly now trying to figure out, he just kind of ran through a gambit of offense there. And
yeah, you got to give your kudos there to Jaxon King kicking out of that flurry of offense. And King, ooh.
What a knee.
Yeah, knee to midsection of Ugly. Ooh, catching AK-47 right in the eye that time with a forearm.
There's Jaxon King just stomping a mud hole. You kind of see some of the pacing, that kickboxing, MMA pacing of a Jaxon King, right? Full throttle and then kind of take a moment to
he's like a pit
collect
bull
yourself.
in that ring, you know? Yeah. Once he gets a hold of you, he's not going to let go.
Yeah.
There's another snap suplex. All three of these guys love throwing that snap suplex.
Well, you kind of think about it, too, when you're in a triple threat match. I mean, you're looking for quick offense, right? Because you're only, like,
oh, there's that ensiguri again.
You're on borrowed time until the other guy tries to get back in the ring. So you're throwing out these flurries, just trying to find a moment where you can get a 3 count.
Yeah, Jaxon King, though, taking a lot of time here, just bad-mouthing the crowd, looking to perhaps finish off Ugly here. Ooh, Ugly, though. Back up to his feet. Sears the rights, and now it looks like trying to go high risk here, catching Jaxon King in a precarious spot.
For a superplex maybe, and oh boy,
whoa,
here you go. Maybe that avalanche. Oh!
The power there is AK-47 taking both guys down to the mat. Ooh, and that was close.
I think maybe a little bit of a newer mistake there. You might want to go for the guy that had the biggest impact. He goes for him second there, unable to get the 3 count. AK-47 now on top, though, has to make a decision. Where am I going next with this one?
Now just throwing those forearms, nature's razor blades. Off the ropes.
Oh,
big
wow.
Power slam there from AK-47.
Showing the stuff, the one-man army.
Nice hip toss out of the corner. Oh, watch out. Looking for that gorilla press.
Check this out. Check this out.
Oh, what strength. Man, did you just see how quickly he got him up and down?
AK-47.
There's the last blood.
Oh, the last blood. The 2-year pro making a name for himself. Going for the cover. Sounds like got a rope break there. Ugly
Yeah, that's
knowing where
a
he's
veteran
at.
ring instincts there, knowing where he's at, grabbing the ropes. And it looked like ZK47 was going to have the victory there, Nick.
Maybe looking for that second last blood here to put away Ugly for good.
Last blood part 2.
Last blood part 2.
Oh, nice counter there.
Oh, wait a second. There is your skull-crushing finale.
Oh, but Jaxon keen breaking up the pinfall attempt. Getting one better on the ring veteran there. Oh, sending both guys into the steel ring post. Schoolboy roll up, he's got the ropes. And Jaxon keen picking up a big victory here in Alliance Pro.
You don't see a lot of schoolboy roll-ups using the ropes in kickboxing. That's one
no,
that
you do not.
That's one you learn in the squared circle, and Jaxon King taking advantage to get the W here tonight.
You know, Jaxon King really kind of living up to his moniker, sleazy, but he gets the win here tonight at Alliance Pro.
Doesn't matter how much you smell if you're a winner. Doesn't matter how stinky your attitude is if you're successful.
Listen, a smell and being a winner only works in certain categories, mostly in cheese competitions.
Okay.
Well, coming up next, though, this one's going to be an interesting bout here as two competitors who have a lot of history, a lot of recent history together in Showtime professional wrestling, colliding here in Alliance Pro Wrestling as Aaron Sacrifice will be going against Brock Hall.
Two guys that we know quite well. Two guys that, while they've kind of walked in some of the same circles, haven't found themselves against each other in the squared circle quite yet. It'll be an interesting contest, Jesse, that's coming up next right here in Alliance Pro Wrestling.
Calling matchup is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Showtime Pro Wrestling Championship. Making his way to the ring from 3 Mile Island, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the Showtime Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the new generation of violence, the real Brock Hall.
You know, it's been interesting seeing the change in Brock Hall over the years, now embracing this new generation of violence moniker, and it's paid dividends for him as he is the Showtime Heavyweight Champion, and he's defending that title against the Showtime regular, the one tough kid, Aaron Sacrifice.
Brock Hall kind of really making a name for himself is just like the longevity within Wisconsin professional wrestling. I mean, Jesse, I feel like, gosh, we annually used to talk about Brock Hall and just his prospects. You remember this like even a decade ago.
Yeah.
We would talk about just how promising of a career Brock Hall could have in Wisconsin pro wrestling, and has really lived up to that bill. Obviously now you're Showtime heavyweight champion. Folks up here north in Wisconsin kind of know a little bit about that, but always Brock Hall just always reinventing himself and finding new ways where, I mean, I don't know what goes on in this dude's head. I couldn't tell you. Just looking at him, he seems kind of like disturbed a little bit. But boy, staying motivated and staying on top of things, obviously adding to his accolades. Brock Hall is the guy that seems to change every time we see him, while on the flip side of the coin, I think Aaron Sacrifice is like a vampire or something. Like, this dude looks exactly the same as he did 15 years ago. I mean, he hasn't changed one bit.
It's weird, you know, like
He's still one tough kid, and the man's like 45 years old.
I was there in his debut match. I remember that very vividly. And to see him here now, 15 years later, he's got a golden opportunity to win championship gold in his home promotion at a different promotion here in Alliance Pro, but he's going to have a tough task ahead of him to be taking on the real Brock Hall, and the one tough kid, Aaron Sacrifice, definitely up to the challenge. He has blossomed into a consummate pro. It'll be interesting to see if he can get inside the head here of the real Brock Hall, as Brock Hall just lounging there in the corner. Really kind of brooding a little bit. It's like an arrogance of Brock Hall.
Oh, wow.
Taking advantage of Aaron's sacrifice, turning his back on him. And Brock Hall now really unleashing that violence as he alluded to it earlier.
Gosh, just clubbing Aaron's sacrifice on the back of his skull there. And just like, I mean, the demeanor, like, you know, Brock Hall looks at Aaron's sacrifice the way that I look at like a cheeseburger. Like, I'm going to eat that thing up. But I'm kind of violent when I eat cheeseburgers. I get really excited and I kind of eat them as if it's like my last meal.
You're supposed to chew your food.
I just swallow that stuff whole,
Yeah,
man. It's like my last meal. I live it. And you know, Brock Hall, I mean, that's this dude's demeanor. I mean, God, he looks mean. I mean, really taking that new what is the new generation of violence? What was the what's the current generation? The old generation. Do you
man,
know?
if you're not hip enough to know what the new generation of violence is, man, maybe you're not violent enough.
I'm not a fighter.
It's about taking things to an extreme, you know, bringing a nuclear heat to things. Oh, what a slap there. Oh, sacrifice. Man, what a knee that was there from Brock Hall. You know, we know that Aaron Sacrifice has got a tough head. You know, we once saw him compete in a match against a guy named Sparrow. He got knocked down in the opening goings of that matchup and went another 25 minutes. Brock Hall just guzzling Aaron Sacrifice here, looking to retain the Showtime Heavyweight Championship. Another fine promotion up here in the Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls area. The last time we were in action here at Alliance Pro, we actually got to see Rad Lightning, a member of the Showtime Pro Wrestling roster, and another competitor that's really embedded in himself over the years is Brock Hall, just toying with Sacrifice here, but Sacrifice trying to fight back here. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez.
Paintbrushed him there a little bit.
Another snap suplex there from Brock Hall. Really, a lot of people up off their seats here, the anticipation for this matchup. Brock Hall getting a 2 count there. A little bit more weight across the shoulders that time. Aaron Sacrifice kicking out at 2 again. Oh, wow. Jeez. Yeah, he left himself open there. Brock Hall really making Aaron Sacrifice pay for that mistake.
Yeah.
And really, you know, Aaron Sacrifice has not been on top of his game since the opening bell of this one as Brock Hall jumped him from, oh, wow, from the get-go. And Hall has been all over Sacrifice. Oh, duck too soon, sunset flip. Oh, Aaron Sacrifice was 1 second away from becoming the new Showtime Heavyweight Champion. And talk about just how humiliating it would be for Brock Hall to lose your title off of one offensive move.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But you see Brock Hall, again, you kind of talk about, again, the new generation of violence, like the ferocity that he has. I mean, he kicked out of that, and it was like in a millisecond, he was right back on top of Aaron Sacrifice.
Yeah, he's just absolutely bamboozling him here. And there's just an evil look in the eyes of Brock Hall anytime we see him turn towards us.
I mean, one thing,
that short arm clothesline.
Back in the day, you know, the real Brock Hall, we'd seen him kind of over the past few years. You know, it seemed like he's kind of like, you know, job with the fans, and he kind of got outside of the ring. And this new mentality he has been literally on top of Aaron Sacrifice for majority of this matchup, just taking it to him time and time and time again.
Yeah, he's maintaining wrist control here on those short arm clotheslines. Really getting underneath the skin of the fans here at Alliance Pro.
Oh, look at Aaron Sacrifice's body. I mean, just the...
Oh, ducks that one.
Oh! Wow, out of nowhere.
Yeah, Aaron Sacrifice with one hellacious super kick taking down Brock Hall there. That kick was almost out of desperation there from Aaron Sacrifice.
We talk about it time and time again. Every time we see Aaron Sacrifice, he's kind of... He doesn't self-dub himself the one tough kid, right?
He proves it every time he's in the ring.
Every time he's in the ring. The heart, the determination, the desire. The dude is a walking, talking Disney movie. I mean, that's basically what he is. Overcoming the odds is Aaron Sacrifice.
Sacrifice now, starting to build some momentum here. Trying to get back in this matchup. And he's doing so with a flurry of offense here on Brock Hall.
Oh.
Another chop, wow. Aaron Sacrifice bringing the heat. Irish whip in the corner. Watch out, might be going for the splash. Hooking the fort.
Oh, look at that.
With the Bulldog.
Aaron Sacrifice really showcasing that one tough kid mentality and has the champion literally on the ropes.
Wild clothesline there from Brock Hall. Watch out. Head scissors.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, the fans want to see him dial it up. Ooh, both boots right to the face there of Brock Hall. And Sacrifice might be just a few moments away from winning the Showtime Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, what a body that's got to be it.
Oh, Brock Hall kicked out at 2 there off that high cross body block. Aaron Sacrifice throwing caution to the wind. And Brock Hall able to get that shoulder out in time. We almost had ourselves a new champion.
Almost had ourselves a new champion just like that. One tough kid. Aaron Sacrifice bringing it to Brock Hall.
Oh, Brock Hall now looking for the reality check. Nice counter there. Sacrifice. Oh, caught the spear.
Wow. Wow.
Close, but no cigar there.
I'll be honest. I think Brock Hall coming in this matchup did not expect this amount of violence from Aaron Sacrifice.
Which is, you would think, Brock Hall, usually a consummate pro, has his opponent scouted to a T, but yeah, you're right. I don't think he expected this one from the one tough kid.
Well, this was announced fairly late. Brock Hall actually originally had another competitor that he was set to go up against, and I believe Aaron Sacrifice stepped in kind of last minute within the last week or two, so kind of catching the champ off guard, going for another one.
He went for the blockbuster that time. Well scouted there from Brock Hall. And Brock Hall, man, that X Division kick right into that face buster. Spins him around. Reality check. And that's all she wrote.
The winner of this matchup, and still the Showtime Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the real Brock Hall.
Brock Hall picking up a big victory here against one tough kid, Aaron Sacrifice, retaining the Showtime Heavyweight Championship. And Nick, I know Showtime's going to be in action coming up here within the next few months. Actually, the next few weeks, pardon me. Are we going to see anyone taking that title off of Brock Hall anytime soon?
Well, Brock Hall is going to hold on to that thing like it's his livelihood. I mean, Brock Hall has made wrestling, Wisconsin professional wrestling, his entire life. The new generation of violence is here, and I'm sure Brock is ready to make it stay. Coming up, lots and lots more action here in Alliance Professional Wrestling. Big tag team contest in our main event. We've got a women's match coming up, and up next, Aaron Arsenal, Paul Virk, first time ever facing off anywhere. It's going to be a huge matchup, Jesse.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that one. Coming up next here in Alliance Pro.
Making his way to the ring from Seattle, Washington,
This is going to be an interesting first-time encounter here as Aaron Arsenal will be going one-on-one with Paul Virk, and both these men really building a name for themselves here in professional wrestling. The sky's the limit for both of them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Aaron Arsenal, it seems like every time we talk about this guy, every time we see this guy, he's been to new places, new heights, and his career just continues to roll on all cylinders. And tonight, well, again, looking to make an impact here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Alliance Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, you know, a little known fact, but he was the one that actually told you about that coffee shop earlier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he knew. He's kind of the type of guy that knows those types of things, right? Like the best little coffee cafes. That's what he calls them, cafe. Sorry, Virgil.
Does he say it just like that?
You get cafe. Yeah.
Like, what did that just?
You want to get a nice micro cold nitro brew. That's the kind of stuff that he drinks. Yeah. Oh. Kind of the cold nitro.
Cold nitro
brews. Yeah.
Like he
cold
drinks
nitro.
Coffee cold?
Cold. People do that. Yeah. Is this blowing your mind? Have you not heard of this?
And his opponent from the Twin Cities, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the problem,
Paul Virk, no stranger for the area over here, but he's been busy as of late.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Paul Virk is a busy cat, to say the least. Obviously, you maybe know him making a name for himself with Impact, running a show, and I think he had talked to us, I mean, billions, really, of viewers each and every week of his show. I mean, it's accumulating a following, basically.
Yeah, the voice and the host of Impact's Indian television show, really making a name for himself and doing a hell of a job doing it.
Paul Virk, though, I mean, you might know him from that. If you watch him there and you're like, I kind of like how that guy talks. He also has a way around the ropes as well. Debuted back in 2017, one of the Academy graduates.
Yeah.
Been in a lot of different places.
You know, Aaron Arsenal, a graduate of the Dojo of Pain, which is interesting because when you think about it, the Dojo of Pain brought out none other than Ken Anderson,
absolutely,
who is actually the head trainer of the Academy.
The Academy, yeah. So there's a little bit of tie between trainers here. Both guys, again, relatively new in their wrestling careers. Both still continuing and doing everything they can to make a name for themselves.
You know, Arsenal's known for wrestling, wearing not just a scarf around his neck, but 2 scarves around his knees. He actually has a medical condition called cold kneeitis.
Is that?
Yes.
Really true. You know, people often get crapped on for wearing scarves, right? Like they're like, what do you wear a scarf? What do you do that? What do you wear that for? Like you think you're better than me? I actually wear a scarf when it's cold out. It keeps the neck and the chin nice and warm. They're actually they're
you
nice.
lose a lot of heat from your head and your neck area.
Yeah. It's kind of cold in here. I'm a little chilly. I'm wearing a jacket. I'm a little chilly back here. I mean, I can only imagine, trying to stay warm in that ring. He's got cold knees, apparently. That's a diagnosis he has.
Cold kneeitis.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
It's really a problem for him. Much like Paul Virk might be a problem for Aaron Arsenal here tonight.
Go.
Yeah. It looks like referee TJB is also a little taken back by the shenanigans here of one Aaron Arsenal. And Arsenal now making his way outside the ring and really trying to get away from that cold, cool demeanor of Paul Virk. You know, Paul Virk really is kind of just a laid-back guy.
Yeah, I mean, you see him. I mean, he packs a punch. I mean, you see him in between the ropes. You see him on his TV show. But, I mean, he's a pretty laid-back dude as he now comes around to Aaron Arsenal. And
he caught him with that
Glenn there, yeah.
Yeah, that Glenn, that uppercut that he likes to throw in again.
Paul Virk, you know, you might know him, current MAW champion is Paul Virk. Obviously, Aaron Arsenal, we know back in RCCW as part of the Gentlemen's Club, a tag team champion.
And Arsenal caught here. Virk's got the boot, and Arsenal's in trouble. Really not where you want to be.
Can we just talk about the amount of balance that takes on Aaron Arsenal's end?
Oh, yeah, it really, we're going through your stamina here, and Virk looked like he was going to put the boot down, but, puts it down the hard way that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, pendulum swing sending Aaron Arsenal face first into the mat. And Virk now just teeing off on the chin. Ooh, got caught again there. Arsenal is going back to the well. And TJB with the unwilling assist there.
Yeah, Paul Virk with the innovative offense there, taking it to the hipster heartthrob.
Oh, that time the boot connected. Arsenal went to measure him, and Virk just kind of Samoa Joe'd him a little bit and just walked away.
Yeah, Paul Virk now showing his expertise a little bit in that ring.
Oh,
wow.
And an uppercut definitely just ruining the mustache there of Aaron Arsenal.
We talked to Paul Virk about that a little bit backstage. He said he's really been perfecting that uppercut over the years. It's something that, no pun intended, is a big piece of his arsenal of maneuvers as he now goes to the top rope and tries to punch that mustache off of Arsenal's face.
Yeah, Arsenal on Dream Street here. 99. Virk down, going for the cover. Ooh, only a 1 count there. Yeah, we see Aaron Arsenal quite a bit down at River City Championship Wrestling in tag team competition. No tag team partner here tonight. Looking to try to get a timeout here, but there's no timeouts in wrestling, Nick.
No, there actually isn't. It's nowhere to be found in the rule book.
Virk that time put on the brake.
Stomp there now to the chest. It's been all things Virk thus far in this matchup as Arsenal now just trying to find a moment to catch his breath.
Looking for the big scoop slam here. Arsenal counters. Ooh! Oh, it made it pay for it there. Thumb to the eye. And Arsenal, what a kick that was.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see why Virk was catching those kicks earlier in the matchup. Arsenal with a heavy boot. Rocking the skull there of Virk, and Virk's in trouble now.
Oh, wow. Just kind of paintbrushing the side of the skull of Virk there. And we've seen this from Arsenal from time to time, right? Like he's like that hipster that doesn't care, says he doesn't care what you think, but he really, really cares what you think. You know some people like that, right?
Yeah, I know a few people like that.
Shot to the back now, Arsenal again, needing that opening, found it with the eye gouge, and Virk going right back to him.
Yeah, Virk's got a lot of reach there with those long arms. Ooh, that time though, chest first into the turnbuckle. Arsenal sidestepped him. And Arsenal connecting with that short elbow off the middle. A lot of velocity on that one. Made an impact, if you will.
Talked to both guys backstage, really you talk to them and kind of their motivations for this matchup. I mean, no title on the line. You could maybe talk about pecking order, but in a company as new as Alliance Pro, you talk, really it's actually just, as we got a little bit some manipulation here of the fingers, mutilation of the fingers, and you talk to both guys, and really it was a matter of who they were facing across the ring. Two young upstarts.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, really it's about bragging rights.
It really is.
When you're talking about guys you're beating, if you're beating guys on the up and up, and you're really establishing a pecking order in the Midwest, that's what you're trying to do here. Aaron Arsenal.
Well, think about how cool that'd be if you're the hipster heart, you're Aaron Arsenal, and you're like, oh yeah, that Paul Virk guy, he's on that cutesy little show. I beat him, no big deal. I kind of beat, I kind of beat that guy, just whatever.
Yeah, I beat really put that one on your notch.
I beat 1.5 billion views, and I beat him.
Yeah, no biggie.
No big. I beat him. Whatever. Obviously, Paul Virk, making a name for himself with that show, but also still wanting to prove himself inside the ring.
Yeah, he's a student of the game.
Definitely.
Paul Virk is always looking for the toughest competition. He's got it here with Aaron Arsenal. It's Arsenal and Virk now, trading blows in the middle of the ring. Arsenal off the ropes. Virk, oh!
Go for that Samoan drop.
Yeah, looking for that Samoan drop. That's a lot of height. Oh, jeez.
Back cracker there. And
Virk really trying to get off his back as quick as possible. He might have been squirming off the impact of that move. Right back to the spine. Yeah, Aaron Arsenal perhaps found a weakness in Paul Virk here, working over the back.
Yep.
And like Virk likes to throw that top rope Samoan drop, and you take
Whoa.
away. Oh, you got the scarf that time.
I don't even know. Can I?
Oh, he's right
Oh my
across the
God!
throat.
Oh, there he goes. Yep.
Yeah, TJB telling Arsenal to lay off the scarf, but put it right back around his neck. That's really quick how he got that around his neck.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive actually. That's so.
You know how hard it is to tie a scarf?
I still don't know how to do it. I just wrap mine around my head until it stops wrapping around my head. Like I have no idea how to.
You might cut off the circulation.
Oh,
Oh, shoulder first that time.
starting to sound like my wife.
Oh, Arsenal, ooh, yeah, using the ropes there. We saw that earlier here
Saw
tonight
that.
when Jaxon King got his
Yeah,
victory.
we saw that earlier, and it proved to no avail just now for Aaron Arsenal now, as it looks like he might be going high risk.
You think this is smart if you're Arsenal? I mean, you did connect with that middle rope elbow drop earlier, but if you got Virk down, why not just keep on top of him?
Oh, wow.
Arm in the right hand
Yeah,
that time
wow.
across the jaw and the ear. Ruin your equilibrium.
Oh!
What a Superman punch
Whoa!
there from Virk. What explosion.
Jeez.
Arsenal might be out. Virk now.
Oh!
And again.
How is he still? Wow.
But the fans want him to do it one more time.
Going for another one here. Oh, and there it is. Did you hear
Jeez.
that?
Did you see the way
Wow.
Aaron Arsenal's head snapped back that time?
Wow. And you could just hear like his teeth
Rattling
becoming
in
unattached
his skull.
from his gums. I mean, jeez.
Now looking for that top rope Samoan drop here.
Oh, yeah. There it is. Go!
Will that be it here? Both competitors down on the mat. TJB begins that 10 count here. Who will get back up to their feet?
That top rope Samoan taking a little bit out of Virk, but landing Arsenal square in the middle of that ring. The first to their feet will obviously have advantage. Who's going to make it there first? I'm kind of surprised. I'm shocked that Arsenal is even moving after those 3 shots to the face.
Talk about changing the complexion of a matchup. Those 3 Superman punches there from Virk really put him back into the driver's seat perhaps in this matchup. It's both men now back up to a vertical base.
Oh!
Virk connecting with those rights right across the face here. Looking for the Irish whip. Good counter there from Aaron Arsenal. Arsenal, was looking for the clothesline, but Virk beat him to the bunch. Virk colliding in the corner with another clothesline there. He's really building momentum. Arsenal perhaps out on his feet here. Ooh! Went in. And he gets planted. The Uranagi hooks the leg. Only a 2 count, Nick.
I have no idea what is keeping Aaron Arsenal from staying pinned on the mat. You got to give it to the kid. I mean, somehow, some way, still in this matchup. Virk firing on all cylinders. Might be looking for that lights out.
Oh,
Just misses the lights out, and here comes Arsenal.
oh man, that rebound German that time out of the corner. Oh, jeez. A shot of espresso could not put away. Paul Virk there kicking out at 2, and what a hellacious shot that was.
Gosh, just that big knee to the face of Virk. I mean, a knockout punch if you'd... Somehow Virk, I mean, both competitors now, it's gotten to a point where you have to be wondering what is going to put either guy away.
These two young lions in professional wrestling really just bringing their A game here tonight to Alliance Pro. And yeah, it looks like Aaron Arsenault is losing his cool here.
Oh boy.
Really trying to get underneath the skin here of Paul Virk.
Well, I don't, Arsenault, the antics earlier in the matchup, you can tell the frustration has built up. Just grabbing the beard, the facial hair, the paint brushing, the just smack talking to Virk. Oh, and you can see that's getting...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Virk is...
snapped.
Might be reorganizing his innards there with those chops.
Yeah, Virk is just coming unglued here. But how much of an outburst did he have? Oh! Caught him with the European there.
Oh!
Arsenault returns the favor.
Trading those Europeans. And at some point, you're expecting your opponent. Oh!
Yeah, Arsenault thought he was going to be able to protect himself there, but Virk went low to the midsection. Up. Ooh! Counter there from Arsenault. Oh! Arsenault looking for perhaps the twisting tornado DDT. Ooh, nice counter.
Yeah, you can tell both guys are getting winded at this point.
Big time lariat there from Virk.
Counter after counter, maneuver after maneuver. You know, this is a big chess match here. The pawns are gone. All that's left are the kings. Who is going to prevail? Virk setting up Arsenault.
Ooh, Arsenault up and over to the leapfrog. Schoolboy roll up.
Might have had a handful of tights there, Jesse.
Yeah, it didn't really matter. Virk kicked out at 2, but now losing all of his teeth.
How is Virk still standing?
Oh! Roll through spear that time. Virk using all of his body weight to take Arsenault down.
The only ace still up his sleeve is that lights out maneuver. Could we see it here?
Oh, the boot to the back of the head.
It might be good night for Aaron Arsenault in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
No problem. Paul Virk picking up a big victory here in Alliance Pro against Aaron Arsenault. And a lot of fans up on their feet. What a match that was.
No solution for the problem here tonight. The problem continues on here in Alliance Pro Wrestling. What a matchup, trading of blows. Somebody had to come out on top, and tonight it was Paul Virk.
Well, hats off to both competitors here tonight. Aaron Arsenault, man, he brought his A game. Paul Virk was just a little too much. But Nick, coming up next, it's our semi-main event. This was a matchup that was booked for the original Alliance Pro show back in September. We have it here tonight. It's Kelsey Magnolia taking on Lilith Grimm, and this one should be a dichotomy of styles, to say the least.
Absolutely, two competitors that come from two different places with two completely different backgrounds. You're going to catch it, and you're only going to catch it here at Alliance Pro. Coming up next.
Making her way to the ring from the Motor City, she is the anomaly, Kelsey Magnolia.
Kelsey Magnolia coming out here already filled with a bad attitude, Really disappointing. A lot of fans here in attendance.
Yeah, Kelsey Magnolia. You know, I think our friend Chris in the ring called her the anomaly. She is definitely an anomaly. I mean, just her history, you know, maybe hasn't been in the professional wrestling business too long, just under 2 years, but started out her career with Dr. Tom Pritchard, or training with Dr. Tom.
Those actually might be Dr. Tom's sunglasses.
Those very well might be, but you talk to her and learn about her inspirations. I mean, we were all over the board, Jesse. We're talking about Western Japanese stuff. We're talking about old school Southern wrestling. I mean, across the board, you don't know what you're going to get with Kelsey, but she's got kind of that mindset and want to grow, and I'm unsure if there's a better opportunity than tonight against somebody like Lilith Grimm.
Kelsey Magnolia, bright rainbow neons, but absolutely nothing but a bad attitude. She's going to have her hands full, because coming up next, Lilith Grimm, and this is an interesting character to say the least.
Absolutely. Here she comes out. Check out the Warhammer.
And her opponents, of the Rage Forge, she is the Warhammer, Lilith Grimm.
Lilith Grimm, like, dude, she made that Warhammer. She is a blacksmith by trade. She's a blacksmith during the day and an ass kicker at night.
Oh,
right?
look at that! Bringing the burning hammer to the ring, and yeah, we're gonna see some fireworks in this matchup, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, Lilith Grimm kind of has that pedigree of just kind of being a big badass woman that, I mean, a
Renaissance woman, to say the least, as well. Anything you can think of, she's into, from bodybuilding to blacksmithing.
I mean, you talk about it from the Colorado area, you know, Rocky Mountain Wrestling. OVW has some experience there as well. Kind of been all over the place, and again, you know, you kind of look at her in this stark comparison between the two competitors in the ring. You got the bright neon colors, and kind of maybe about a year and a half in, then you got Lilith, who just has that downright and dirty look, like she can throw and pack a punch.
Well, Magnolia trying to get away here from Grimm. And Lilith Grimm really kind of fits that Grimm build. You know,
Yeah.
You think about, you know, other famous Grimms, you know, like Ben Grimm.
Ben Grimm?
Yeah, Ben Grimm.
Who's Ben Grimm?
Oh, the ever-loving thing from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay, sure.
You know?
Ben Grimm.
Yeah, Ben Grimm, you know?
So you're saying that she looks like a
rock monster?
rock
No, I'm
monster?
saying she comes from a long line of tough Grimms.
She's related to the rock monster in Fantastic Four?
Oh, totally.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. We talked to her backstage, got a little bit of her history. I didn't know that piece of the puzzle.
I mean, she doesn't really brag about it.
Okay.
You
yeah,
know,
sure.
like, do you ever brag about your famous uncles?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't have any famous uncles.
You don't?
I don't. What about you?
Yeah, I've got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Locking up now, and you can tell a little bit of a power
Now, there's
advantage.
a hair pull there from Magnolia, but still a little twist of the hips there from Grimm, getting Magnolia into the corner here.
Yeah, Kelsey Magnolia, again, you talk to her. I mean, she might be newer to the professional wrestling business, but she's not new to professional wrestling. Like, we talked about her. She sounds like she knows a thing or two about the history of the game.
Oh, flapjack there.
But there's the power from Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith Grimm's got a hell of a power base now, looking for the Dragon Sleeper, but instead just burning down the forearms across the chest here. Ooh. Modified backbreaker there. Yeah, Kelsey Magnolia really powering out there. What a shot that was. Our semi-main event here of Alliance Pro. Jam-packed crowd here. Ooh, Magnolia trying to fight back though. Oh, What a shot across the throat that time with the forearm. Oh, eats a splash for her troubles.
Yeah, if you're Kelsey Magnolia at this point, you got to take advantage of every opening you can get because they're going to be far and few between. Here's one of them. Magnolia now, and there you go. A little bit of showing a little bit of that student piece of her game.
Yeah, looking for the monkey flip out of the corner.
Wow.
Yeah, Magnolia really using her speed and her length to her advantage here.
Getting things started with that chop block. Now possibly going for that single leg crab, Jesse. We had talked to her, a new piece that she's added to her repertoire. Kind of smart here. You're working on some lower back stuff.
Pulling on the hair and the neck as well.
Check it out.
Yeah, there's a nasty streak there with Magnolia.
Lots of pressure on that lower back and also kind of working on that knee that she chop blocked just a few moments ago.
Yeah, the power game usually derives from both the knees and the lower back.
Yeah.
You can take out both of those. That might isolate a lot of the offense here. Lilith Grimm and big splash in the corner there for Magnolia. Gotta watch out here. Magnolia trying to pull Grimm into the middle of the ring. Ooh,
going
just
right
a drop
back
a
to
knee right on the inside of the knee, right on the thigh.
Yep, that's kind of what you got to do if you're Magnolia. Keep your opponent grounded and keep working on that weak point. Dragging her across the ring now. Kind of doing a little bit of a leg bar, knee bar.
Yeah, Grimm's just trying to fight for dear life here, trying to create some separation. Perhaps looking for a suplex here, but I think the damage has been done to the knee, but didn't really matter. Grimm was just able to power Magnolia up and over with a suplex there.
Has a little bit of limp in her game, does Lilith. And going right back to it as Magnolia.
All right, this is also smart here from Magnolia. One of the moves that Lilith Grimm likes to use is that Lilith team. It's a headlock with the leg, and you drop it down.
That's very, very true. Yeah.
And if you isolate the leg, you're not going to be dropping on that leg anytime soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that time the knee right across the steel ring post. We've seen that steel ring post pay dividends for numerous competitors here tonight. Oh, wow. That time Grimm sending Magnolia into the steel ring post. I guess live by the sword, die by the sword, right? It's a Warhammer here. Just trying to build some momentum, trying to get back into this matchup. That's really got to say something about Magnolia and her skill to take off the bigger competitor like she has been in this one.
Magnolia obviously now in a little bit of a chin lock there, and you can tell, Lilith Grimm, just the grimacing, the wincing. Her knee is not doing too well right now. Need to buy some time to. At the same time, you kind of.
Yeah, Magnolia went to the eyes there. That's one weak point that almost every competitor has. There's some of that dirty South action right there, really just rubbing it in.
You got Magnolia targeting that leg or just keeping Grimm grounded, kind of doing what she needs to do here. And again, going right back at her and putting her right back down on the mat. Right back to the knee again.
Yeah, stepping over that half crab. Applying more pressure here. That was just clubbing at the knee as well. Such a basic maneuver, but a maneuver that pays dividends every time with that single leg crab. And Grimm is in trouble here.
Now going for the double Boston here.
Yeah, got both legs, applying more pressure on the knees and then the lower back. Magnolia really just squatting down here. Grimm's in trouble, folks. Warhammer, though, powering out. It's the crowd trying to get behind her here at Alliance Pro. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Freight train.
Big spinning elbow that time. Ooh, with ease, that sidewalk slam.
The power there. That bodybuilder component of Lilith Grimm almost gets the 3 count, but both ladies now to their knees now.
Yeah, there is no quit here in Magnolia whatsoever. Both of these competitors, the historic first ever women's match here in Alliance Pro. Months in the making. Glad they're able to both make it here tonight. And oh, Grimm now. Look at those forearms just absolutely tattooing. Looking for that burning hammer here.
Oh, and I think her knee's giving out here. You can tell it's kind of affecting her, but maybe.
Oh, she's got her up and
Oh!
dropped her with the burning hammer. That should be it here. And it is. Well, Lilith Grimm getting a big victory here, the debut in Alliance Pro, but hats off to Kelsey. Magnolia really brought the fight and perhaps has done some permanent damage to the knee of Grimm.
Yeah, Kelsey Magnolia definitely came in with a game plan. You know, again, being so new, just under 2 years, I think really proved a lot in that, and against a competitor like Lilith Grimm, who's been so successful all around the country thus far. But she'll live to fight another day. And speaking of another day, I mean, I can't remember the last day that I had seen the Brothers of Funstruction. And tonight will be the night that we get to see them again, Jesse, in a huge main event matchup here for Alliance Pro.
Main event tag team coming up next as the Brothers of Funstruction be taking on Valhalla Rising. The Brothers of Funstruction, Yabo the Clown and Ruffo. These two popcorn munching, dirty, diabolical fiends.
He just literally threw popcorn at that kid's face.
Well, that kid, you know, the terrible thing is that kid's allergic to popcorn.
He's allergic to popcorn. Wow,
He's
that's
allergic
terrible.
to popcorn, yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
Jesse, we first saw Yabo the Clown back in Supreme Wrestling Entertainment. Jeez, that was probably 8-9 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, ever since, I mean, these guys, they're brothers, right? They're creepy, they're terrifying. Don't let their kind of honestly goofy demeanor, their creepy demeanor fool you. These dudes can go in the ring, man. They have accolades to back it up. The Brothers of Funstruction. Maybe they're brothers. Maybe they like to have some fun, as clowns do. Maybe they scare kids, as a lot of clowns do as well. But they're going to be a tall task for Valhalla Rising here tonight.
Yeah, you know, we're going to answer the age-old question, who would actually win in a fight, clowns or Vikings? We're going to find this out pretty quickly.
I've always wondered,
Yeah,
like, if I were to pit those two against each other, who would win? I've watched countless YouTube videos on it. I've done a couple of studies on it, actually.
And you know the weird thing is, like, on those YouTube videos, you never get a solid answer.
I never get one. No. It's kind of like, who would win? I don't know.
You can see the crowd standing in anticipation. The cell phones are out for Valhalla Rising. Ragnar the Ruthless and Devlin Kane. Time main event here at Alliance Pro. Tag team action. The Brothers of Funstruction taking on Valhalla Rising. Devlin Kane and Ragnar the Ruthless have been pillaging promotions throughout the Midwest. And you know what? This is the first time encounter between these two teams.
Yeah, it's the first time encounter.
Which is insane to think of because the Brothers of Funstruction have been doing the exact same thing throughout the
It is
Midwest.
actually pretty wild to think about. It's pretty crazy to think about. But tonight we're going to finally have our answer. Clowns versus Vikings. Popcorn versus ale.
Yeah, usually those two things go hand in hand.
Pirate ships versus clown car.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? Like two different modes of transportation for either group.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to see the ride that the Brothers of Funstruction came in. Straight out of Twisted Metal, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know that thing was street legal.
It's not actually.
Oh, okay.
They had a bunch of like parking tickets and stuff stuffed in the front too. It was pretty.
Well, actually, I just thought the windshield wiper didn't work. Ragnar the Ruthless and Devlin Kane, a hero's welcome here in Alliance Pro. Saw Devlin Kane in action in the first Alliance Pro show, taking on Aaron Von Baron, a name that's so good it rhymes. A lot of Aarons here in the Alliance
There's a lot
Pro.
of kind of like in this area in Wisconsin at some point. It's like a popular.
Kind of weird is
name.
more than likely, like speaking of Aaron's, we got Aaron Rodgers who came out of his cave this past week.
Yeah. You talk to the Brothers of Funstruction. That popcorn is more than just buttery goodness. It's kind of like it gives them strength, right? Like you got to watch out for that. It's kind of like.
Is there a food that gives you strength? What is it about the popcorn that gives the Brothers of Funstruction their strength?
Well, it's kind of like empty calories, right? Just like the buttery, tasty goodness that is.
Is it the ethanol? I mean, what foods give you strength, Nick?
Chinese food.
Chinese food?
Yeah. Anything, any kind of Chinese food.
Anything Chinese.
I think it's the
food?
MSG actually. I think it's like
Uncle Roger loves the MSG, so you got to really enjoy it. And the crowd here really loving our main event here. The anticipation, the word on the street has been, this is like the match everyone has been waiting for and waiting for. It's a locker room cell. We're seeing referees standing out here. We're seeing other wrestlers. Hey, John, the bell. And there's the bell.
You got to watch out for that balloon of death, Jesse. You got to watch out for the balloon of death.
Yeah, the balloon of death is one of the most devastating maneuvers, and it looks like Yabo's already got it in his hand here. And we got to watch out. Hopefully that balloon's not made out of latex, because I heard Ragnar's got a latex allergy.
It's a balloon of death.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. We don't like to use this word in wrestling. It's not a gimmick.
No. Apparently, TJB was going to get the balloon of death there.
There's actually some poisonous gas was just released.
Oh my God, we're going to die?
Yeah.
Well, this might be the last ever Alliance Pro show, but we would like to thank
look
all
at
250.
This is impressive, okay? I just got, have you ever, you can't tell me you've never just tried to juggle on your own before, right? It's incredibly difficult.
Oh, he just threw a
Whoa!
juggling ball at Devlin Kane.
You don't throw your juggle balls, okay?
No, you juggle them.
Whoa!
I mean, I haven't seen a throw like that since like the heyday of Hacky Sack and the Brothers of Funstruction now getting the better of Ragnar the Ruthless here. The fun and games have gone out the window as Yabo and Ruffle just absolutely laying waste to Ragnar the Ruthless here.
These are two clowns that are often not booked at children's birthday parties.
No.
In fact, there are times where people actually pay them to just be nowhere in the vicinity of those birthday parties. It's actually like the opposite of what's typically done.
Yeah, you gotta watch out too with both Yabo and Ruffle, those shoes, those loaded clown shoes. They don't have that big of feet, Nick.
I mean, did Ref TJB check his boots literally to see what's in the front end of those? We don't know.
No, it's an unwritten rule, especially with clowns. You can't check them.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's a long forgotten law on the books here in Wisconsin called the Clown Act.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, you can't check clowns. It's called no clowning around. That's actually what it's called. Ragnar, trying to fight back here, trapped between a clown and another clown. He's got to get out of the ring here. He's got to make the tag, and Ruffle holding on to Ragnar here. Double Irish whip. Ooh, ducks the lariat. Ragnar caught one of his own.
Full head of steam that we've seen from Ragnar all too often.
Yeah, Ragnar's an absolute spark plug of energy here for Valhalla Rising, and here comes Devlin Kane now. And Kane now throwing the juggling balls.
Oh, he's throwing the juggling balls.
And it looks like we're going to see some stereo Greco-Roman knuckle lock suplexes here.
Here we go. Vintage Devlin Kane. And the crowd here in Eau Claire is absolutely loving it. Pro Viking here at Alliance Pro.
Yeah, definitely a home field advantage here for Valhalla Rising. Snabble getting sent into Ruffle there. Kane with the splash in the corner. But Ruffle though, fighting back here. He gets caught.
Check out this. The T-Bone Jesse.
Up and over.
Sent that clown flying. And Devlin Kane is feeling it here tonight at 29 Pines.
And it's not because of the breakfast buffet tomorrow.
Valhalla Rising, we've seen this so many times. Momentum is their game, and it's all on their side right now as Devlin Kane.
A big chop there on Yabble.
Known for his chops across the Midwest, he will light you up and leave you with welts to remember him by.
I don't know if Yabo's laughing or grimacing in pain. Okay, that's a grimace.
Yeah, that's
a grimace.
Yep.
That's a grimace. Business has picked up here for Valhalla Rising. Looking to put away the brothers of Funstruction here as Devlin Kane dropping that hammer there. That's one big elbow right into the chest of that clown. Only a 2 count though. Well, watch out, Nick. Do you see that? Yabo's got another balloon.
If Yabo has a balloon, you need to run the other way. I mean, that's just a dangerous component of Yabo's game.
Yeah, they don't call it the balloon of near death. They call it the balloon of death.
He's trying to offer that balloon now, that green. Oh, man!
He just popped that balloon of death right in his face.
Balloons not marked as illegal objects in the rule book here in Wisconsin.
Knee right into the face there of Devlin Kane. Devlin Kane's face, an absolute mess. That almost was a 3 count there. Talk about making a statement here in Alliance Pro. The brothers of Funstruction put away Devlin Kane. These guys could ride a ticket anywhere they want to. Ruffle now in the ring, and those clown shoes all over Devlin Kane here. Yeah, we talk about this being a locker room sellout. This is an absolute locker room sellout. We got all the boys out here want to see this.
Everybody wants to see this. We got Nathan Sensation hanging out here right in front of us, drinking a High Life.
Elbow to the back of the neck there. Now working over the neck. Look at the torque there.
We talked about this, Jesse, right? Like momentum being the game for Valhalla Rising.
What a big boot there from Ruffle.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine a boot that size painting the side of your face?
Well, you know, the size of that clown shoe, you can step on a whole party sub.
Brothers of Funstruction now just
Ruffalo missed the leg drop, though.
Trying to take this match over, take this town over.
Yeah,
but
there's a big tag to Ragnar.
Yep, Ragnar, the Ruthless now in.
A little tag team action there from Valhalla Rising. Using Ragnar as a cannonball that time. And the spark plug of Valhalla Rising. Looking to go berserk here. Gotta watch out. Ragnar now. That inverted cannonball. Oh, he got hung up?
Yep, just missed. Now stuck in that woeful position.
Yeah,
feet
well
locked on the
scouted
top.
there from Ruffo. Here comes Yabo. Ugh, dumped him like a bad habit. And Yabo, perhaps one of the most dangerous competitors in professional wrestling today.
Absolutely.
Looking to put away Ragnar the Ruthless here. Our main event.
Oh my God!
Jeez,
Wow.
what snap. What snap.
Wow.
Yeah, Ragnar might be out. Yeah, TJB. Just trying to make sure the shoulders are down there, but Yabo just twisted on the hair here. He's gonna rip the hair right off his skull.
Oh yeah, just the veracity that Yabo brings to that squared circle. I mean, just cranking on Ragnar's skull there.
No, pulled him down that time by his hair.
Ragnar trying to fight back to no avail.
Things are not looking good here for Valhalla Rising as the Brothers of Funstruction could be just moments away from winning this one. As Ruffle wants a piece here.
Directing
Ragnar.
traffic a little bit there.
Oh, he got both boots up that time. Ragnar in a world of hurt here.
Oh, the popcorn.
Oh, man, that's some dirty popcorn too, man. That's like movie theater floor popcorn. Spins him into the ropes there. Yeah, Ragnar's got his back turned. He can't protect himself here.
Oh, wow! How is Ragnar going to get out of this predicament? This might be it right here.
Oh, Devlin Kane was on his way to try to break that one up, and Ragnar kicking out at 2. And
even Devlin Kane was losing faith in his partner there to kick out as Ruffo now. What's he digging for in there? They say a clown's overalls are like an endless bag of tricks. What's he doing on?
oh, he's just digging in his face. You know, we can't tell from here what the hell's going on, but Yabo, though, sliding through. The humanity, Nick, the humanity.
Psychological warfare by the Brothers of Funstruction going on right now.
Devlin Kane, I think Devlin Kane's had enough of it.
Oh, wow!
Big pounce there from Devlin Kane. Shades of Marcus Corban, Monty Brown, the alpha male. Ooh, Ragnar, catching Ruffo with the enziguri there. You got to make the tag here, Ragnar.
And he does so. Doesn't
Big
waste
tag
any time.
Big tag in Devlin Kane. Business about to pick up here.
The bastard son of Odin.
Drops Ruffo with the sidewalk slam. Here comes Yabo. Rabble gets ran through.
What a boomstick.
Another big sidewalk slam there. Now Ragnar in. Yeah, Ragnar's ready to go flying. There's that inverted cannonball.
And now here comes
a cannonball from Devlin Kane. Ooh! There goes Yabble's face.
Kicked off some of that face paint. I think I see it on one of the kids in the first row down here.
Oh, that kid's just ugly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was close.
All hell is broken loose right now in the ring. Every competitor making it to their feet, and here you go. Ref TJB has a tall order and task.
Yeah, Ruffle went to the eyes that time of Devlin Kane, and Yabble just teeing off over on Ragnar here. Who wants it more in the stages of this matchup? The Brothers of Funstruction looking to put the exclamation point on here. Ooh, but Valhalla Rising not having it. Oh, a little do-si-do action. And that might have been their last dance. No more ceremonies here. Valhalla Rising looking to put away the Brothers of Funstruction, our main event here of Alliance Pro.
We've seen this before, Jesse.
The assisted German with the clothesline there.
That's won championships for them in the past. Valhalla Rising. Oh, wait a minute.
Yabble pulled on the leg there. TJB pulling him away from the count. Oh, what foul language. Oh, Yabble just sent the skull of Ragnar right off that steel ring post. And the Brothers of Funstruction now with perhaps a 2-on-1 advantage here on Devlin Kane. Kane looking to suplex Yabble into the ring here. Oh, Yabble, nice counter. Lands on his feet.
Oh, hits him with that tie.
Man, that's a loaded tie. He might have split him wide open with that one. Devlin Kane can't see.
Oh, no!
The flower to the eyes of TJB. TJB might be horribly disfigured. That could have been acid. Oh, big time clothesline there from Devlin Kane.
All hell has literally broken loose in our main event here tonight.
Yeah, someone better be checking on TJB, man. He needs his looks. Devlin Kane now stuck in Yabble, and Yabble hit him with the sound gun. We know how sensitive Devlin Kane's ears are.
They're so sensitive. Going for the cover, but there's no official.
Yeah, we only have one other official, and he's not wearing his stripes right now.
Oh, another balloon.
And Ruffle now looks like they're going to go for the tag team balloon of death here. Both breathing into that balloon. Wait, on the other side, Ragnar's got the battle shield. Tosses it into Devlin Kane here. Ragnar over the top run.
Oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Oh my God.
All right, Devlin Kane's got the shield here. Oh, big battering ram. Hooks the leg. And that's it. Valhalla Rising winning the battle here tonight, and what a hellacious main event, Nick.
What a battle. The Brothers of Funstruction literally, Jesse, had a clown car full of tricks. They kept you know, they kind of pulled a few different ribbons out of their sleeve,
Yeah.
and it just kept coming. More and more tricks. Wasn't enough to put Valhalla Rising away tonight. Ragnar the Ruthless and Devlin Kane are your winners and are leaving the main event of Alliance Pro Wrestling as your winners.
You know, when you live by the trick, you die by the trick. And a Shield helping Valhalla Rising here. They were prepared for a war. They're walking out victors here tonight. And Nick, what a great night of professional wrestling action here at Alliance Pro.
It was a great night of action, 250 plus in attendance. You could see folks standing at the edge of their seats here to end the night. If you're just hearing about this on YouTube or social media, wherever, you got to be here the next time we have an event. It's not announced yet, but stay tuned. Check out the Facebook page, Alliance Professional Wrestling, all the details there. We hope to see you here in Eau Claire at one of the next shows.
Well, for Nick Ragnar, I'm Jesse Von Ruden, and everyone here at Alliance Pro, we say thank you, and we'll catch you next time here at Alliance Pro Wrestling.